Book Buzz, brought to you by the Peters Township Public Library. I am Miss Shannon.
And I'm Miss Linda. And yes, we are back for September, part 2 of Book Buzz, because now we want to share our books with everybody.
We have new books, our old books,
I think
all
we
of our
have
wonderful
a few
books.
a few books.
Just a couple books in this building, yes.
Yeah, more than, last time we talked about Maya Angelou having 4,000 books. We can, I don't even know what we have.
I don't actually know either.
We'll have to get that figure
Get that
for
stat
you.
for you.
I'll have that next Book Buzz. Okay, so let's start with the back to school.
Yes.
All of our resources for
The school year is very
parents.
different for everyone, so we wanted to talk a little bit about some things that we have that can maybe help you, no matter how you decide to tackle this school year.
Absolutely, whether you're homeschooling, viral schooling, physically schooling, it looks different for everybody, it seems, both, whatever. So we have some things for you, hopefully, to help you.
I hope so. You want to start?
I should have brought, for the moms, never mind. I was going to get into the bottle of wine and everything, and a book to calm you. It's rough.
Yeah, it is.
It's different.
Tune into the Mindful Moments on Monday, Mom. Maybe that might help you
Yeah,
out.
Mindful Moments, Monday morning at 9. I'll calm you down. Wait a minute. Even I don't start drinking that early. Oh, my God. Ugh. Okay. Just kidding. All right. We're going to start with some resources for parents. So I'll start with a couple of books, and then Miss Shannon has some things to show. I'm going to save this. I'll start with this one. This is a book. It's called Smart But Scattered. Boost any child's ability to get organized, resist impulses, stay focused, use time wisely, plan ahead, follow through on tasks, learn from mistakes, stay in control of emotions, solve problems independently, and be resourceful by Dr. Peg Dawson and Richard Guare. This is a revolutionary executive skills approach to helping kids reach their potential. And it's for 4 to 13-year-olds.
I feel like I could benefit from reading that book myself, though. I feel pretty smart and scattered as well.
Well,
especially when you're reading all those descriptions at the bottom.
Yeah, exactly. So you check. But what, I think especially now, if you are, even when kids physically go to school and they come back and they've got the homework and the piano lessons and soccer or whatever is going on right now, even through the pandemic, there's so much going on that you have to be organized, and you've got to teach your children how to be organized and how to set priorities and make it work. If you're homeschooling or doing your all the schooling online virtually, I feel like that's even tougher because they've got a full day at home. Yeah. And I think it's real easy to lose your focus. Yeah. You might be on online for a class for an hour or whatever, and then you have all this time in between. How do you rein them in and keep them focused and keep them doing what they need to be doing? I have to say, my hat off to all of the parents going through this right now with
and the teachers
and the teachers,
and the kids.
everybody.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, that and anything that we can do and offer or get into our resources or into, we're there for you. So with that, Miss Shannon has?
Sure. So we have these wonderful kits available for checkout. You get the whole bin and everything goes home with you, and then again, all of our materials are quarantined upon return, so you don't have to be everything should be in theory safe. This one's a lot of fun. My Human Body. So there's a human body book. There's a fun Dr. Seuss book, and there's even games and activities in here. This one has a book with a little pen where you can touch parts of the body and it'll tell you what it is. Or this one's really cool. It's like a little magnets, and you can build your little, I'm not going to use that one. You can build your little body and you can give them all their different organs, or you can put clothes on them, or see what the muscles look like in the body. So so really cool resources, for a fun kind of STEM kind of science to learn about the body, and this is for, a wide range of ages, really, for this one, I would say. Like the kids, mostly 3 and up, but I mean, some of the stuff is a little bit more in depth. So it can go even all the way up to, health for,
That's definitely
a tween even.
The only thing that kid is missing, if I can say, is Operation. The game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be fun to have in there? You get zapped every time.
This one's a lot of fun, too. Poetry and rhyming. So rhyming is a really important kindergarten skill, but it's a good skill for everyone. But we have some fun, like build your own silly sentence. So this is cool for a wide range of ages. It says 4 to 7, so up to even maybe 2nd grade would be good on this one. A fun rhyming word kind of puzzle, what rhymes with train, rain, cane. And then we also have a lot of them also include a lot of books. This one has all kinds of different books for writing poetry or learning about poetry for kids. So there's tons of resources in that one. Yeah, there's a whole list here on the front of all that's in there. And we're building more of these kits every day. So if there's something, that you're working on, at home, that you like a skill that you don't really have the best materials to help with, excuse me. Thank you. And let us know. We have one that's out right now that I absolutely love. It's a telling time one that even has the little Judy clocks in it. This one's a money and resource kit. So learning all about money. And there's even money in there.
Yeah.
So that's kind of fun.
I like that too.
So there's money and then books about money. So you can learn all about the different coins and how much they're worth. 101 activities to teach your kid about money.
Excellent.
So really cool stuff in that one. So we have a whole collection of these. We did remove ones that had plush in them. We're not circulating anything that is stuffed or fuzzy like Linda's sloth in our last episode, staying with Linda. It's not going anywhere else. That kind of thing. So, but anything that is like plastic, books, that's all being quarantined just like everything else. So we have a whole collection of these and adding more every day. So please check them out. They're in the book what Linda showed you. We have a wonderful parent-teacher resource section right underneath our cabinets in the back wall of our department. So go and see all of those wonderful resources.
You'll see them with this label, the red label. All available for you. And again, we'll get you whatever you need. You need to just let us know and give us advance notice.
Right.
I mean, it's hard for us if you're studying something like, in 3 days or even next week, it's hard to kind of move that fast to get a kit together.
Right.
But if you give us notice and have some ideas, we're on it.
Yeah. Preschool teachers, too, if you need some things for your classroom, we're happy to help you get those resources. A lot of preschool teachers do check these kits out and use them for their classrooms or any teacher, really. So,
yeah, why reinvent the wheel? We've got it for you. So in a helpful way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, are you done with the kits?
Yes.
I just wanted to bring up one other thing with, and this is whether your child is actually physically attending school in a school building or are staying home, whether it's homeschooling or virtual, whatever, which is still. We have a lot of resources for children with special needs. And I wanted to point out, again, this is in our parent-teacher resources, 10 Things Every Child with Autism Wishes You Knew by Ellen Nottbaum. Everything that you need that might help you get, especially through these times. It's hard enough with children of all ages, but if your child has a special need and maybe doesn't understand, this will help, I hope. There's a beautiful story it's called David's World, a picture book about living with autism that would actually even help that child, help the siblings, help parents, help friends to understand, what that, in this instance, David is going through. And also, I just wanted to mention, too, a lot more people are homeschooling for the first time ever. They decided through this that they're going to homeschool. Really cool story called Allisons Story by John Laurie, a book about homeschooling. so it's a nice storybook that just talks about it and what's going on with homeschooling. That it's cool. It's whatever it takes to teach our children. It's all good. All good. All right.
Let's talk about some new stuff.
Yes, let's do it.
Those are some wonderful resources that we have available for to help with in any way that your child is being educated this year. But let's talk about just some fun books to read that are just new, hot off the presses. So, do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go ahead.
So I absolutely love Becky Albertalli. She's not done anything wrong in my eyes. And her newest book is Yes, No, Maybe So. Super cute cover. But she co-wrote this with Ashia Saeed. And Becky, if you're not familiar with her, she's probably most famous for her Simon books, Simon versus the Homo sapiens Agenda, which has been turned into a film called Love, Simon. There's also a TV series on Hulu that deals with this. They call it the Simon verse. So all of her books in this series connect in some way. I have not read Yes, No, Maybe So, but every other book that I've read by her, there's at least one character that kind of shows up in multiple books. So they're like, it's not necessarily a series per se where they don't continue off of each other, but the characters they all live in the same town, basically. They all go to the same high school. Or if they don't go to the same high school, they are friends with somebody that goes to that school or whatever. So like
there's a connection.
There's some kind of connection to these. I just love them. All of her books are just so great. So Yes, No, Maybe So is her latest. We just got it in. Really great teen read. I never thought of a change as something to fight for, more like something I'm always fighting against. So really cute story. I just love the cover too.
I do too. That, I've passed that book on our shelf, and it catches my eye. It does. I'm always So when you brought it up, I was like, yeah, that looks like an interesting read.
So very good one.
Okay. I'm going to start with a picture book. And this one cracks me up. Library Books Are Not for Eating by Todd Tarpley. So this one, hang on, I'm going to go there. So, it looks cute because it's, got big bite holes in there. And library books are not for eating. And it just talks about that, about the issues of
the dinosaur
there
eating
you
a
go, biting and eating a book. Well, really, this is an adorable book, but who would eat a book, right? So didn't we have an interesting summer, Miss Shannon?
There was a lot of hungry dogs in Peters Township.
There were. What are you guys not feeding your dogs? They need to eat and not the library books. This is
just one example.
This is just one example.
We've
had how
four
many?
That I can think of in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Of dog eaten.
At least
books.
within this last month that are brought in from families, and they feel horrible about it.
Don't feel horrible because we really enjoy it. We think it's hilarious.
We do.
Because everybody here has owned a dog basically in this building, and we all understand that dogs at some point eat something they're not supposed to.
Exactly. Well, here is one. There goes our great illustrated classics, Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, chewed up by a dog.
I love it.
Please come and
That's
check.
so funny.
If nothing else, will you check this book out and read it
That's
to
cute.
you?
It reminds me of Nibbles the Book Monster, where the monster eats through each page of the book.
Well,
cute.
Read this to your dog, and
do a little pause for reading exercise.
Yep, a little pause for reading. Read to your dog that library books are not for eating.
Yeah, Zoe, when she was a puppy, my Zoe, she never ate a library book, but she totally did eat at least 2 books that I can think of. She ate the Time Traveler's Wife. She ripped the back cover off of it.
Yeah.
But no, I lied. She ripped the whole cover off of it.
Okay.
And but I still wanted to read it, so I was going to the beach. I'm like, well, whatever. I'll just take this coverless book, and then if I drop it in the ocean, it's already very much damaged.
But it wasn't.
And my brother was like, no, it was not. My brother was like, Shannon,
just
you're reading a book without a cover. Like, no, what are you reading?
Oh.
And I was like, it's a dog ate it, and then she
That's
ate.
funny.
She ate. What was it called? something Sisters, Summer Sisters, I believe, by Judy Blume, which is an adult book by Judy Blume. And she ate the last 3 or 5 pages, which I had owned that book too. I had got it like at a used book sale, and so I was taking it on vacation or whatever. But then I did have to check it out from the library just to see how it ended because she ate the ending.
She ate the ending.
And I will have you know that I did keep both of those dog-eaten books because I thought it was funny. I could remember, like, you know, what
put them in their little memory box and save it for them when you were a puppy. Look
Back
what
when you were a puppy.
did.
Yeah. Has Copper eaten any books?
No, but Copper has another problem, what he eats. It is really weird. My Copper is 80 pounds, a poodle pointer that looks like a lab kind of. But I call him, he's like my horse, my mini pony. He eats socks.
Like swallows them?
Yeah. So, like I wear when you just wear those little socks with your tennies or whatever, those are his favorite. And he can grab it faster, and you're just reaching to like, give me that. Or you're yelling, drop it. Like, he doesn't listen to me like he listens to Tim. I'll be like, drop it. And I go like this, and I'm just about to reach it. Swallows.
Has he ever had any problems with
Swallows it whole.
How's that come out for you?
Not well. Tim will say, don't worry, I'll throw it in the wash.
Oh. I feel like you can go to Walmart and buy some new socks if that's how it ends.
I'm like, negative. I'm like, I don't care how many times I don't even want to see it. So I have a lot of single pairs of socks, and it's
hilarious.
not because they get lost in the washer or the dryer.
The dog just
it's because my
swallows
dog has eaten it.
That's so funny. Dogs are wonderful creatures.
They are.
That's so funny.
Good for stories.
They do make you laugh. But, so please, if your dog does eat a book, sure, you can be mad about it because we do, of course, make you pay for the book.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
But don't feel like guilty or embarrassed because
it happens.
It does happen, and honestly, we find it funny.
Yeah.
So,
thanks for the laughs.
Yeah, because we all can relate.
But we will buy a new one.
So at least they're not swallowing your socks.
Oh, that's true.
That's hilarious.
That's true.
So another one, I have a sequel here. So Melissa Albert wrote The Hazelwood. This is talk about a fun Halloween book. I mean, this is a spooky one about this girl and her grandmother who she never met was like this like recluse like author that wrote all these like scary stories, and here like the stories were actually true or something like that.
Oh.
So really kind of like twisted, like fun page turner for sure, The Hazelwood. There's a sequel just came out, The Night Country. So if you did like The Hazelwood, or you're looking for a fun kind of spooky, good mystery page turner, definitely read The Hazelwood. We did this with our teen book club a couple years ago. But then you can go ahead and grab the sequel. So we have both. So we have The Hazelwood and now the Night Country, which came out this year. So fun. And also if you like fairy tales, there tends to be like some kind of twists on the fairy tales and things in these stories. So they're a lot of fun. But again, definitely a little bit on the spooky side.
I've got spooky too.
Yeah.
And it's a sequel.
Oh.
Wow, we have that in common. Okay, well, the sequel is called Dead Voices by Catherine Arden. Terrifying and fun, R.L. Stine says. And it is a sequel to Small Spaces. Creepy, creepy, creepy. Is it a mystery, a fairy tale, a horror thriller? The suspense just grips you. These are supposed to be, and we're doing this for September, but it'll take you right into October. Ollie, Brian, and I can't read the name under the tape, have had their fill of frightening experiences after their narrow escape from the smiling man and his sinister scarecrows during their class field trip last fall. Well, you don't have to worry about field trips. They are ready for They are ready for some fun.
Tell how it is, Linda.
It's scary. So start off if you'd like.
I like the creepy bus on the cover.
I know. Small Spaces and Dead Voices.
Ooh.
Nice combo.
Yeah.
You want to read them both.
Very cool. I'll let you go ahead and do a couple others because I have only one left. So.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
well.
one good thing was our new shelf for teens was actually very picked over. So thank you to the teens of Peters Township that are reading all our new books.
Yeah.
We've been getting a ton of them in, but there wasn't that many for me to share. So that's good though.
Yeah. I'm going to share this one. I know it's September, but with having this an election year, this is a new book by Kate Messner, and it's called The Next President: The Unexpected Beginnings and Unwritten Future of America's Presidents. I think it's really, really well done. She takes a little snippet of every president in here, and the pictures are great. So Adam Rex, who was the illustrator, did a phenomenal job. And she goes through, talks a little bit of how, I mean, really short snippets where you can just read this and you know a little bit about Andrew Jackson. You know, you don't have to read the whole book, but a little blurb of how they got to where they are. Maybe something that, that made them become president, or where they started from. Goes all the way up through all of the presidents. And if your child was ever thinking about running for president someday, God bless them, have them read this first and maybe be inspired. So
that sounds like a cool. Yeah, looks like a cool one.
And it talks about too, like anybody, you know, in our crossings could be president, and we don't even know.
Yeah.
Lucas could be president someday.
He could.
You know, your son.
Yeah.
Who knows?
There's still time for you, Miss Linda. Go ahead.
You know, I do things at an old age, don't I? I just keep on going. So. I'm like the Energizer Bunny. The Next President by Kate Messner. That's a good one. You want me to do another quick one?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, this one's beautiful. An Ode to the National Parks. Brand new. It says, "You Are Home" by Evan Turk. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I hope that this will inspire very beautiful. He did the illustrations and the words. Let me find. And talks about all the different parks, and that no matter where you are home.
So it does look like beautiful illustrations.
Yes. Too. And I think that's a nice, just a nice way to share. You know, a lot of people maybe don't think about the national parks, or, you know, think to go to them. This is a beautiful tribute to them to get there.
Now's a really good time.
Now would be a really good time, you know, for a car trip, and, you know, getting out where, hopefully where there aren't people, and enjoy
the outdoors.
Yeah. So there's that one. Go ahead if you have one more.
Okay, so I'll share this last one.
No.
So this is a cool, kind of a girl power story. It's James Patterson Presents. He didn't write it, though. It was written by Amy Rose Cabata and Corey McCarthy. A lot of our teens are really liking, you know, the fantasy and tying in also like kings and queens and knights and all that kind of historical kind of things. So Ari she's trying to save the future, and her and the Rainbow Knights have to pull off this heist in order to do so. So she is a knight, and apparently girls, I love this, the little tagline on the top here says, "Girls make better kings."
Ooh,
So she's definitely this girl power kind of girl, and her and her friends are kind of teaming up together. It has a lot of like that Merlin kind of Knights of the Round Table kind of twists to it. But I believe it's also kind of futuristic as well. So, but they're trying to steal the Holy Grail, like all that kind of fun stuff. Nice little twist to those classic stories. I just loved the cover of this one too, with her purple gloves and her sword. So this is another brand new one for teens. We just got it in this summer. Really fun if you like that kind of fantasy and that, you know, the knights and the kings, and even has a quote from Monty Python, "The Holy Grail" at the front.
Oh, funny. That's such a funny movie. What was that when you said the blurb on the front about girls make
better kings?
Right away, I thought of Mulan.
Yeah.
You know,
there's the
like
new
for the children's.
The new Mulan movie coming out. So, yep. Very cool.
Of the girls, you know, just doing it.
But this is a good read for girls
rock.
and guys, but girls do rock, yeah.
Yeah.
So very cool.
Okay.
Sword in the Stars.
All right. 7 Clues to Home by Gay Polisner. It's Jay Finesca is dreading her 13th birthday, dreading being reminded again about her best friend. This is kind of Luca's senseless death on this day 1 year ago, and dreading the fact that he may have heard what she accidentally blurted out to him the night before. So she's living with feeling bad and getting through it. It sounds extremely sad just by that, but it ends up to be a very good book and not more hopeful than sad of having a friend die on her birthday. And so,
You maybe one more?
yeah, I'm going to do That's Life.
Look at him.
I know. We're going to end on a really happy note. Amy Dickman, Where Will Life Take You? This is adorable. Maybe we could pass it back and forth and read a couple pages, but this represents life.
That little hedgehog thing.
That's life. Meet life. Fun, messy, and more. And talks about the challenges of life. That life can be weird. Knock, knock. Who could that be? It's life. Life's a journey, not a destination. So I think we have, let's read a couple pages. What do you think?
Sure.
It says, sure, life can be tough, and sometimes
Life hurts. Ouch! Call it a life lesson.
a life lesson. All of these, see how life is doing it? Life goes on, so go on after it.
Don't waste a second. Life is short, but crash! Life finds a way.
It's really a cute way of talking about getting kids to calm down, and life gets messy.
When you need to clean up your life, life doesn't always cooperate. Your whole life can flash before your eyes. It's fluff.
So cute. I think it's adorable. Yes, life can be crazy. You might not know what you're going to do with your life.
But when life finally settles down, you can appreciate life for what it is.
And on that note, appreciating life for what it is.
Yeah, even during crazy times.
Absolutely. It can be crazy, but we can get through this.
Yep.
It is. So we'll see you next time.
Yeah, in October.
Yeah.
Ooh.
For
We'll have to
more goodies.
think on
And
a
more
special Halloween
more
episode. Maybe we
fun.
can film it like spooky.
Should I pack my lunch?
Sure. With your Sam's Club size of mustard.
All right. Have a good day.
Have a wonderful day, everyone.